Hello students, today in this video we are going to study about the chapter Triumph of Surgery from our book Footprints Without Feet. This story is about Tricky, a dog who is the pet of a rich lady named Mrs. Pumphrey. She loves her dog very much and is unable to refuse him anything he wants. Tricky is fond of eating cream cakes and chocolates. So one day, when Mrs. Pumphrey is out with Tricky for a walk, the narrator sees them and stops to talk. While talking to Mrs. Pumphrey, he realizes that she has been overfeeding Tricky and also had been giving him things that he should not eat, due to which Tricky had started looking like a bloated sausage. Soon Tricky got unwell and Mrs. Pumphrey has to call Mr. Harriot, narrator, for help. She does not want to send him away, but the only way suggested by Mr. Harriot is to get him hospitalized for 15 days. Then the story unfolds into how he gets well. The narrator starts telling us that how he was worried about Tricky, a pet dog. The narrator, Mr. Harriot, stops his car as he sees Tricky with his mistress on the road, as the narrator is shocked to see Tricky because he looks like a bloated sausage. He has become very fat, his eyes are red and watery. Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky's owner, starts giving explanations. She told Mr. Harriot that she thought that Tricky was malnourished because he did not have any energy and excitement. She told him that she used to give him malt, cod liver oil, and a bowl of Horlicks at night, apart from his regular meals, so that he could sleep at night. Although she gave him so much to eat, she says that she does not give him much to eat. Then the narrator asks her if she had cut down on his sweets as he had asked her to do, which she replies that she did it for a while, but she felt that he was getting weaker, because of which she had to stop being so harsh with him. Also, she says that she is unable to refuse him cakes and chocolates, as those were his favorite things. Then the narrator understood Tricky's problem. The dog was very greedy and could eat at any time of the day. He did not know how to say no to food when his stomach was full. The narrator also thought to himself of all the things that Mrs. Pumphrey mentioned would not have mentioned which she fed Tricky. नैरेटर खुद से ही समझ जाता है वो सारी चीज़ जो मिसेस पाम्फ्रे उनको और नहीं बताती हैं. Again, the narrator asked Mrs. Pumphrey whether Tricky was exercising, to which Mrs. Pumphrey replies that she does take him out for walks once in a while, but he is not playing his ring throwing exercise, as the gardener who takes him out to play is not coming these days because of pain in his lower back. The narrator tried to talk seriously to Mrs. Pumphrey that if she did not control Tricky's eating habits and increased his exercise, he would soon fall ill. He told her that she should stay strong and strict with him and put him on a died. Mrs. Pumphrey accepted that although she knew that Mr. Harriot was right, but it was too difficult for her to refuse him for anything. But then she left the place as if she was now ready to follow the new routine properly. Mr. Harriot was watching them go and looking at Tricky walking unsteadily. The narrator was also looking at the tweed coat that Tricky was wearing. He had a wardrobe full of these coats and also raincoat for the rainy days. This line also suggests that Mrs. Pumphrey was a rich lady as she had a lot of money to spend on her dog. But the narrator knew that soon he would be receiving a call about Tricky falling ill, and it came. The call came after a few days. Mrs. Pumphrey was very upset as Tricky was not eating anything, not even his favorite dish, and was vomiting frequently. He did not even want to do anything. Being a veterinary doctor, the narrator knew that the only way to get Tricky well was to get him out of the house for a few days. He then suggested to Mrs. Pumphrey that it would be good to get Tricky hospitalized and keep him under observation for 15 days. Upon hearing this, Mrs. Pumphrey nearly fainted. She was sure that if Tricky did not see her every day, he would surely die. But the narrator kept his words. He told her that this was the only option as Tricky was very ill. The narrator thought it would be best to avoid any delays and get him to the hospital as soon as possible. He went to their house, and even though Mrs. Pumphrey was crying because she did not want her dog to go away from her, he took the dog, wrapped it in a blanket, and put him in the car. The maids were then woken up and asked to get out all of Tricky's stuff. His stuffs included things like his day bed, night bed, favorite cushions, toys, rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, and his snack bowl. Mr. Harriot knew that so much stuff won't fit in his car, so he started rushing things. As the doctor was living with Tricky, Mrs. Pumphrey threw a lot of coats that Tricky used to wear in the car. As the narrator was turning the car, on the turn, he saw through the rear mirror that everyone was crying. He patted the little helpless animal, who responded by wagging his tail. The narrator then thought and told Tricky that he knew that Tricky did not have any energy, but he surely had a way to get him better. As soon as they reached the hospital, all the other dogs gathered around the doctor. Tricky looked at all of them, and when the doctor put him down on the carpet, he could not even move. The other dogs then sniffed him and thought to themselves that he was a very uninteresting object and that there was no use standing there, and left. Then the narrator made the bed for Tricky in a warm box along with the other dogs. For the 2 days, the narrator kept him just on water and nothing else. On the second day, he roamed around looking at the place around him. And on the third day, he was also making noise to let the people in the hospital know that he too wanted to go out with the other dogs. When the narrator opened the door, Tricky quickly came out and was surrounded by Zoe, who was a greyhound, and his friends. Again, after sniffing him for a moment, all of them left for the garden where Tricky followed them. Later in the evening, the narrator was present at the dinner time and was watching all of them, especially Tristan, as he was sloping the food. All of them were eating with great speed because they knew that if they did not finish quickly, then the other dogs, after finishing his meal, would come to eat their meal. सभी कुत्ते जो थे वो जल्दी जल्दी खाना खा रहे थे ताकि अपना ख़त्म होने पे ऐसा ना हो कि जिनका ख़त्म हो जाए वो उनका खाना लेने के लिए आ जाए. When everybody finished their food, Tricky went around looking at the shining bowls and also licked a few bowls. The very next day, an extra bowl was put for him, and the narrator was happy to see him running towards his bowl. Then he started getting better really quick. He did not require any medicine and started playing with the other dogs. The whole day, they all used to play with each other, bump into each other, walk over each other, and squash each other. All of the other dogs accepted him as a family member, although he was very different from others, as he was very well taken care of by his owner and the others were not. He also used to fight for his meals with his fellow dogs who were much larger in size than him. At night, he would also hunt rats in the hen house. He was enjoying as he had never done such things before. All this while, Mrs. Pumphrey used to call more than 12 times a day to inquire about Tricky. Mr. Harriot used to avoid questions about the coats, beds, etc. But he told her that Tricky was doing very good and was recovering very fast. Mrs. Pumphrey wanted Tricky to recover fast. She started sending 2 dozen eggs every day for him, but Mr. Harriot and his partner would have 2 eggs each for breakfast. Then, to improve the quality of blood, Mrs. Pumphrey started sending in bottles of wine. Then it became Mr. Harriot's habit to have 2 glasses of wine before lunch and a few along with it. Mrs. Pumphrey started sending in brandy. At that time, Mr. Harriot was not able to believe that Mrs. Pumphrey actually wanted them to give brandy to Tricky. They shared it amongst themselves. Some days, Mr. Harriot used to feel very happy as he would start his day with extra eggs. Then he would have a few glasses of wine in the afternoon and then ending the day with brandy in the evening. Because of all the things that were being sent for Tricky, Mr. Harriot was really tempted to keep him as a permanent guest at the surgery. He really wanted that Tricky should stay with them forever, but then he realized that Mrs. Pumphrey, who was like a mother to Tricky, was really suffering and really wanted Tricky to come back soon. After 15 days, Tricky was ready to go back home, and Mr. Harriot called up Mrs. Pumphrey to come pick him up. Within a few minutes, a long black car came outside. When the chauffeur opened the door, Mrs. Pumphrey was sitting inside, really nervous as well as excited. She was asking with a nervousness in her voice that was tricky, really better, to which the doctor replied yes or positively. Then Mr. Harriot went inside to get tricky. When Mr. Harriot went to the garden behind the house, he saw all the dogs moving around in the garden, and Tricky was sitting between them. He had recovered wonderfully in 2 weeks. He was looking much healthier, playing with the other dogs, and his chest was touching the ground. He had become a good, muscular dog within 2 weeks. When Mr. Harriot took Tricky to the front of the house, he saw that the chauffeur was still holding the door of the car, and as soon as Tricky saw his mother, like mistress, he was overjoyed. He ran away and jumped into the lap of Mrs. Pumphrey and started licking her face, barking in excitement. While all this was happening, the chauffeur and Mr. Harriot got all his stuff out to the car, which had not been used during the treatment in the last 14 days. When Mrs. Pumphrey was leaving, she leaned out of the window and said to Mr. Harriot with tears of joy in her eyes that she could not thank him enough for what he had done. This is a triumph of surgery, means that the treatment that was given to Tricky had been successful. So here we come to the end of this story. Thank you for listening.